we the political parties, on behalf of 7 political parties in Rajya Sabha who have signed the motion, and also on behalf of the ones who have not signed the motion, we met Honorable Chairman at his residence today at 12 noon. We were with him for about 40 minutes. So we have moved a motion for impeachment for the removal of Chief Justice of India under 5 listed grounds of misbehavior. We have sought his removal under Article 217, read with Article 124, bracket 4 of the Constitution of India. So while submitting this motion to Honorable Chairman, we did not discuss the merits. We just requested him that this is our motion and the number required for the motion to entertain and under the Constitution of India, the number required for the chairman to take action or to entertain the motion has to be minimum 50 members. So we have submitted a motion signed by 71 members of the parliament, but we have also given him in writing that there are 7 signatures of honorable members who are meanwhile retired. So we have said in the letter that those 7 members should not be counted out of the 71 members. So I am sure that the minimum requirement, more than the minimum requirement to entertain the motion, that much number we have submitted, and we are very much sure that Honorable Chairman will take action, and we expect, of course, as positive action, as all the opposition parties are expecting that. Now about the details, about the 5 points which I have mentioned are the grounds of misbehavior, I would request Mr. Kapil Sibal ji to mention in detail. You can come to my place. Yeah. आप इधर आओ. मैं बोल दूँ. Now I have said that he will give the details. The questions you can ask Mr. Kapil Sibal.
जैसे गुलाम नबी जी ने कहा कि आज हम 12 बजे उपराष्ट्रपति जी से मिले और जो चेयरमैन है राज्यसभा के, और उनको हमने एक मोशन फॉर इम्पीचमेंट प्रस्तुत किया। संविधान के अंतर्गत अगर कोई भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज संविधान के अंतर्गत मिसबिहेव करता है, फॉर प्रूव्ड मिसबिहेवियर, उसको पार्लियामेंट की अनुमति से इंक्वायरी होने के बाद उसको रिमूव कर सकते हैं। तो ये मोशन हमने राष्ट्रपति जी को दिया और जैसे गुलाम नबी जी ने कहा कि 40 मिनट वार्तालाप हुई, लेकिन हमने कोई मेरिट की बात उनके साथ नहीं की। अब देश जरूर जानना चाहेगा कि हमने क्यों ये कदम उठाया, और हमारा कर्तव्य बनता है कि हम देश को विस्तार से बताएं कि ये कदम हमने क्यों उठाया। तो आप हमें थोड़ा सा वक्त देंगे। पहले मैं अंग्रेजी में, क्योंकि लिखित जो मैं पढ़ूंगा आपके सामने, वो उससे आपको पता चल जाएगा कि हमारी भावना क्या है और ये कदम क्यों हमें उठाना पड़ा। We wish this day had never come. In the framework of our constitutional fabric, the judiciary holds a very special place. Its independence is a constitutional imperative without which democracy will flounder. It must guard and protect itself from external interference and must be above suspicion. This is why judges must uphold the highest standards of integrity. They must also be tested by the same standards. In the scheme of things, within the judicial setup, the office of the Chief Justice is an exalted position. He is one among equals on the judicial side, but has vast powers on the administrative side. Since Chief Justice Deepak Mishra was appointed to the high office, there have been situations when questions have been raised about the manner in which he has dealt with certain cases and taken certain administrative decisions. There have been internal rumblings resulting in open discord amongst judges in the Supreme Court. This manifested itself when 4 senior-most judges held a press conference on January 12, 2018, where they publicly expressed their disquiet about the manner in which the Chief Justice was exercising his powers. In this context, they circulated a letter to the press that they had addressed to the Chief Justice. In the letter, and this is important, one of the concerns expressed by the judges was about attempts to unsettle through a judicial order the memorandum of procedure which stood settled. The judges stated that for some time the administration of the Supreme Court has not been in order and many things which are less than desirable have been happening. ये हम नहीं कह रहे, ये न्यायाधीश कह रहे हैं, कोर्ट जजेस कह रहे हैं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजेस कह रहे हैं. They said that time and again, as senior members of the court holding a responsibility to this country, they tried to collectively persuade the Chief Justice that certain things are not in order and that he must take remedial measures. They lamented that their efforts had failed, and all 4 of them were convinced that unless the institution is preserved, democracy will not survive in this country. When asked, they expressed dissatisfaction at the manner in which late Judge Loya's case was being dealt with at the time. We were hoping that the anguish of the judges, as reflected in their statements to the press, would be addressed by the Chief Justice, and the Chief Justice in response would set his house in order. More than 3 months have passed. Nothing has changed. Recent communications of two senior judges to the Chief Justice reveal that the Chief Justice has not asserted the independence of the judiciary in the face of interference by the executive. When the judges of the Supreme Court themselves believe that the judiciary's independence is under threat and democracy in peril, alluding to the functioning of the office of the Chief Justice of India, should the nation stand still and do nothing? Should the people of this country allow the institution to diminish and not protect it both from within and without? That is what we were confronted with when contemplating action to ensure the independence of the institution that protects the rights of citizens and is the arbiter of the fate of the democracy that we cherish. The choice was not easy, because either way the repercussions are serious. The Constitution allows only one recourse to remedy the situation. Since there is no other way to protect the institution except to move an impeachment motion, we members of the Rajya Sabha do so with a very heavy heart.